I'm a seriously old academic. I did my time for 40 years. And then, because I had a graduate student who was absolutely wonderful, brilliant, talented, called Ruth Young, I got involved with this gig, ARC. That was nearly 7 years ago now. Sadly, we lost Ruth tragically, but she did leave her son Daniel for us, for me anyway. Um, so that's where I began my time with ARC. Uh, Sorry, I have to say my time with Clark, because it was the predecessor. So Clark came before ARC, and so we're only talking here about ARC. Yeah, I'd like to ask everybody in the room if they know what the A stands for. There's a test involved in this. Um, so yeah, I've been with ARC for the full trip, to ARC 1, for 4 years. And it's been one hell of a journey. I mean, I'd finished my career, as you can see. And I started again with a journey of learning and discovery. And it's been wonderful, not least because I met some people I would never have met in the normal course of events. I've made some very good friends. I've met people from other cultures, from other places, different age groups. It's been an absolute delight. And so when Ruth died, I basically took on her legacy in ARC, and I thought, well, I'm going to stay with this because she'd done so much in the Clark period and got things sorted out. So that's how I got going in all this. Key moments. I mean, there's so much to talk about. I've only got 5 minutes. Key moments. COVID. Uh, the one thing about the COVID time, dreadful though it was that the public advisors who'd been recruited into ARC were beautifully placed for an event like that. They were in communities of all kinds. They were local, they were articulate, they knew a bit about things, and they had keys by which they could go upstream to the medical fraternity. They were well placed. And the work that was done by a group, which a number of them have left now, sadly, uh, of academics at Liverpool, and particularly our core of public advisors, in Liverpool and the surroundings, was groundbreaking. It's been published, and rightly so. It was groundbreaking, showing just exactly how people in the community rallied round. Difficult though it was, they found ways of coping with it, of getting food to older people, coping with people with disabilities, dealing with different community requirements. It was just a wonderful demonstration of what can be done. The point about that is we're going down the same track again with what's happening to us now. And one of my great things is to promote the cause of local people doing local things and showing how much they contribute to the well-being of their society. And COVID demonstrated. So that was really good. After COVID, it all became less exciting, I think, because I got involved then with CHI. And again, that's a bit of a test. Care and Health Informatics, that translates as. Because at this point, the government had decided, or the health service had decided, West Streeting had decided, we were going from from analog to digital. Everything was going to be data driven, and we're still in the middle of all that, or in fact, probably in the early foothills. So I got involved with the secure data environments business, and then my mate Terry, Terry Bryant, who's worked with me on Chai, I handed it on to him. So that was an exciting journey of seeing how data could be assembled that would be much better to inform local health situations. So that was another joyous thing to get involved in. One thing I'm really proud of is that my wife had dementia for 12 years. She died 3 years ago yesterday. And so I was very pleased that I was able to bring her experience in a care home back and forth 14 times to the local A&E hospital when the seizure that she'd experienced was over before she got in the ambulance. I was very pleased because of Tony Marson and Adam Noble to be able to put that into the system here through the ARC and get it published in the British Medical Journal, no less. So that's something I'm really proud of, and I think that was groundbreaking in its own terms. So the seizures, the SDE, and COVID are the three things I put up as. But on top of that, wonderful times with graduate students, with PhD students, postdocs, professionals in the health service. I've met so many people and learned so much. the thing I want to talk about at the end of this is that I mean, we, the public advisors, built in Liverpool and the sub-region, Lancaster, the sub-region generally, we built a piece of social capital. That was people who learned skills, brought skills from their communities, brought their communities into the centre. And we learned about that. And as COVID shows, it had immense social and economic value. We built it. At some point, we got up to 100 people. I don't know how many we've got now. So it was a piece of social capital, which I think is to be celebrated. We built it, and as I move on, I rather hoped that we would find a way to preserve the body of social capital that we had. I tried to start a process by which this would be considered, but as far as I'm aware, it didn't get very far. But I want to celebrate, as I finish here, the fact that I am so proud to have been part of a group of people. These are the public advisors, as we call them, before all their names got changed, that were just a wonderful group of people to work with, and who contributed, and should be proud of contributing, so much to social care, health, and to the whole health and social care community. I tip my hat to you all as I move on to other things. And at the end of it, that's my final word, except for one. We couldn't have done any of this without what I call the office. Now, that's not the television program. That's the wonderful group of women who have managed this damn thing with all its difficulties and all its challenges and all its joys over the last 4 years. So from me, thank you, ladies. You have been a joy to work with. That's me. Done.
Fabulous. That's really good. Thank you so much, Peter. It's lovely.
Okay,
You can
good.
tell you can tell you're used to presenting.
I have done a bit of it in 88 years.